Yo, what's up guys? TurnGreenGoHAM here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the Dark Souls 2 Hexer walkthrough. So real quick, I'll show you what I picked up from the Crows. I did stop by and trade with them. I've done it a couple of times off camera, but I figured I'd at least show you guys what I get for all these stones that we're turning in. Doing pretty good on the drops. We do have 5 Twinkling Titanite. That's enough to upgrade our staff one more time, and that will actually make it do quite a chunk more damage. So we're going to go ahead and do that before we take off. There we go. Big beefy spells now. So we've got quite a lot to do in this episode. I've got I want to pick up our armor set. I want to pick up a soul that we will be able to use for our next weapon, and then in the next coming episodes we'll be heading to Brightstone Col Seldora so that we can use that soul. But anyway, we need to get started, and the way we're going to get started this time is actually this direction. We're headed off to the Shaded Woods. Now we're not going to do all of this area quite yet. The first DLC we're going to go do will be from the key that you get in Iron Keep, so we will get it done before we start tackling DLC, but because we can get the soul and a ring by heading a different direction, we are going to do that. But we need to go ahead and before we talk to him, we need to use one of our fragrant branches of yore. So we've been picking up fragrant branches of yore. We have 4, so we have to use 1 to free her, and then there's 2 more that we're going to use up ahead. Each one of the ones that we'll use up ahead will eventually pay off with another fragrant branch of yore. So they're kind of freebies, right? And that's why I wanted to get multiple so we could go handle that. But over here, she's petrified. We're going to use the fragrant branch of yore on her. She's going to ask us for some armor because she's in horrible rags. You can hear we've got a basilisk on the other side of this door. We're just going to burn through this dialogue. Like I said, in the 100%, we'll be going through all the dialogue per my usual walkthroughs. Get a free prism stone.
But do you have? I'll take it. Anything at all. Just.
And there we go. So we're gonna give equipment. You know, I kind of like to see her in the RO set, and I'm never gonna use it. So yeah, we're gonna give her the RO set. That'll be interesting to see.
I have my very own teacher. His name is
Yes, we've already got Kerhillian back at the bonfire. That Majula. That's the word I was looking for. She can reinforce pyromancy flames, which we are eventually going to do. Matter of fact, I think we have enough for 1 now, so we may as well. And then over here, she's got your quartz rings, some burrs, and she's got 3 fire seeds for 8,000 each. We'll be using those to upgrade the pyromancy glove, and then of course she has pyromancies. Fire orbs really the only one we're going to pick up, and it's going to be basically for 1 boss later on. But that's the plan.
Thank you so much. After I change into this, I'm not, but perhaps.
Yes, Majula is your best chance. So that's where she's going to go. When we pop this door, we're immediately going to have just a bunch of enemies. So go ahead and buff our weapon here. And get ready. You can die very easily here. Even though you look at these guys and you think, oh, they're not that big a deal. They gang up on you really well. As you can see, I'm not doing well. Just best to just kind of run around, and the basilisk has entered the room. We're just gaining stamina. and taking them out one or two at a time. And there we go. We got our Basilisk down. We got the entire pack of enemies down. Let's go ahead and loot the rooms. Get a Lloyd's, or 3 Lloyd's talismans there. And I think the rest of these are empty except for the Bonfire. Actually, the Bonfire's in the next room. I don't know what I was thinking. So in here, we've got a Bonfire. We've also got some enemies in some different rooms. We're gonna make a little quick jump over here. Let this guy out. And pop in here. We've got an enemy who shouldn't be here at all. There we go. Don't forget your Soul of a Proud Knight. Get a human effigy as well. And then take care of the other upper side here. I could swear that there's possibly a invisible hollow here. We're just gonna kind of go on about life though. Like I said, in the 100% walkthrough, we'll be showing where all of those are. But I'm pretty sure there's one in one of these rooms. Chest over here. Get a new Estus Flash Shard. And then we've got our Bonfire. I'm not going to rest at it. I am going to light it. What we're doing in this next area is a bunch of really quick stuff. We're not actually going to take on a bunch of enemies or anything like that. We'll have to work our way there, of course. But we've got 2 places that we're going to run. And once we're done, we're actually going to be headed back off to Black Gulch. As you can see, our spells are hitting extremely hard now. We've got a pack of them up here. Make sure you sidestep the rocks. Yo. I'm going to ask you to calm down just a little bit. There we go. Everybody wait their turn. Free life gem there. Nice. Grab our Ferris's Lockstone. We will be heading through the doors of Ferris soon, so it's good that we've got a few of those. Maybe more downward. There we go. Once you can target them, makes life a lot easier. Free casting with Dark Hail is not very easy in this game. Alright, so here we've got our central bonfire, I guess you would call it. There's 3 paths. One leads off to the Shrine of Winter and Aldea's Keep. The other leads off to the True Shaded Woods, which is the Foggy area. So we're gonna go Shaded Woods for right now. This is all we're here for. We're gonna hug the left. There will be some invisible fellas in here. We'll deal with them later. We're not really concerned with them right now. I want to come over here. We'll go ahead, take care of this portion. Oh, we got one. All right. You think you're slick? Yo, dude, with the stun lock. All right, incredibly hard to see. There we go. And somehow he was getting the first hit off on me every time. But anyway, let's go ahead and take care of this. We can get a gesture, decapitate. You can buy a couple of swords, claymore, greatsword, big strength weapons, and some other odds and ends. He's got magic barrier. We'll go ahead and talk. Just make sure we exhaust that dialogue. And we're going to grab this fire seed back here for a free upgrade later. And right here, we've got a Soul of a Proud Knight and Human Effigy. Now, we're going to head this way. There are some items here. We will grab them later. Right around this tree. And just keep hooking your way to your left. So just follow the left on the way through and you'll get everything that I did accomplished. Make sure nobody's following us. I don't see any spooky shadows. So from here we're going to head up. We've got a bonfire. Go ahead and light this. I will rest at this one. And I forgot we are not human right now. I don't guess it matters. But right here, as you come up, you know, Radiant Life Gem. We're gonna go across, and there'll be an even better item for us anyway. Let me show real quick. Whoops. We have 2 petrified dragon bones. Now, the weapon we're gonna be picking up will be upgraded with petrified dragon bones. Alright, dude, you're not even staggering from a hit? That's ridiculous. Alright, so we're gonna pick up the petrified dragon bone, which will be right above us where the cursed pot is. There we go, break that. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Oh, you sacked me out. I thought you were following me. There we go. Take him down. Go ahead and open our chest here. Grab our Titanite Chunk Petrified Dragon Bone. We are going to head off and go grab our armor real quick. Which doesn't take too much. There is. Take care of those. Take care of this guy. There we go. And then we've got a few other enemies right around this corner. I'll take care of this pot first. Back here we've got a shaded fella. Alright, take care of him. And top off here. Now we've got a Basilisk over here. And then we've got really the only thing in our way from getting our armor set, which is this petrified gentleman. Now they have extremely high magic resist, so real quick, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, roll away, roll away. There we go. So we're going to take him down with spells, but mind you, it will take a while. Well, if I hit him anyway. As you can see, not much damage there. So the only thing you can do is beta swing, back up, and hit him. I am going to take care of that cursed jar. There we go. Alright, so we've got this guy down, and I said that when we use our fragrant branches of yore over here, they're basically free. Roll through these barrels. Because in this chest we have the rest of our armor set and a fragrant branch of yore. And you'll notice there's no helmet. You can get the helmet off of the enemies, but we're not after the helmet. We're after the rest of the set. If you'll take a look here, you see improves casting speed, right? So let's player status. We look at our cast speed of 116, and that's with our ring and all of our attunement. And then we go back here. Lion Mage robe. Lion Mage cuffs. and Lion Mage skirt. Now we go back here and we've got a cast speed of 135. So it is a very significant cast speed increase. And I happen to think that the Hexer hood with this set looks a lot better than the Seldora set, just in my personal opinion. So we've got one more thing to take care of here. And we'll be back here. We'll be back here not too far into the future. But the only other thing we really want to take care of is unlocking the door for Ornifex. To do that, we've got one more of these big lion dudes we need to kill, and while we're here, we may as well get an upgrade too. So we'll actually do this side first. Just jump out your window and head over here. There'll be a Cien Knight. Just spam him down. He'll eventually guard break like that. We don't have to be very stingy with our spells right now, so we'll just guard break him and finish him off. Dropped a green blossom. You can't get their armor set. Right here we've got a Soul of a Brave Warrior and a Twilight Herb. That is better than an Amber Herb, gives you more spell cast back. And of course in here, you know, we've got a Sublime Bone Dust. So no reason not to pick that up while you're here. And to get back, we just make the jump. There'll be a chest in here. There'll be a Black Knight Halberd. And right here, don't roll, don't jump, just run. Go ahead and take care of this curse pot, that way we don't have to deal with it later. Soul of a Brave Warrior and some fire bombs, and then we're going to kill this lion up here. Now he can be a booger, but we've cleared out the middle section, so that's where we're going to head after we revive him. We're just going to go over there and deal with him along the long hallway there. Get a couple of shots as he kind of meanders his way across here. Sucker a swing. Sucker a swing. And we get the Fang Key, and that's what we wanted to grab. So real quick, let's run over, let's get Ornifex. Ornifex. Hard word to say for me. We'll handle all this stuff over here later. I want to make sure we have enough fragrant branches to grab everything that's here. There's a pretty nice sorcery along with some other stuff. We will stop off here and have our chat. Wait, he's not going to be here yet. Nope, he's not. We will come back later and have our chat. We are going to go take care of a boss. Two bosses actually in... Huntsman's Copse. I think it's Copse. Huntsman's Copse. We're gonna go take care of two bosses there. You'll notice something that looks like it could break away. This is where you want to go. Go ahead and talk to Dark Diver real quick. You got to run into him 3 times to get his portals to open. We'll definitely be doing that. How you get Climax. Homing Soul Mass there. Okay, so that's all he has to say. He wants you to run into him 3 times. He'll be in Black Gulch as well. We'll run into him there. Down here, we've got some corrosive stuff. This actually eats through your armor, so be careful here. Should be 1 shot on the Basilisks, no big deal. Down here, we're going to have a Basilisk in the room to the right, and then we're going to have 2 in the room to the left. So what I'd like to do is, yes, take care of that one, and then 1 here and another one to our left. And you can hear somebody through the wall. We're not going to talk about what it sounds like. Grab our free Twinkling Titanite. just have a listen. Anyway, we're gonna open this door. Before we talk to her, run over here, grab our fragrant branch of yours. So now, we started with 4. We had to get the original girl unpetrified, but we're back to 3, so no big deal.
Thank you for helping. I owe you some form.
So we're gonna have to find her in her abode before she'll do any trading with us. You must exhaust the dialogue. So I like to do a couple extra just to be on the safe side. But real quick, we're gonna pop out of here. This leads us right back to where we just bust the jar and took down the guy for the Fang Key. And we're back to our bonfire. Like I said, we'll come through here and we'll finish all of this after we go to Black Gulch and Huntsman's Copse. And that will be, we'll go ahead and take care of Black Gulch in this episode, and then Huntsman's Copse will be 1 episode. And then we'll be headed back here, so no big deal. Go ahead and go down to Black Gulch, and I'll meet you there. Okay guys, so we're here in Black Gulch. I did go ahead and make myself human because I was hollowed. But as you work through here, it is, in my opinion, advantageous to go ahead and take these out. We've got several loops we're going to be running, which will bring us, you know, through areas and back around. And it's just easier if you know they're not here to mess with you. Looks like we're gonna get invaded by the Forlorn. So just a heads up, in this area I believe he has additional resistances. I could be wrong about that, but it seems like every time I fight him anywhere else he takes more damage from dark damage, and I have no idea how he was not close enough for a lock-on. But here it seems like his resistances are through the roof, because number 1, no matter how many times he gets hit by those statues, you're not gonna see him get poisoned. I feel like I rolled that pretty well. Oh, no, not that one. Need you to stay back for a minute, sir. We're almost done with you. There we go. Forlorn down. But he'll never get poisoned, and he seems to take very minimal damage from your dark damage, so just bear that in mind. Bear in mind also that if you've gotten poisoned from any of these statues, this area, you really need to pay attention to your health. Alright, I would like to kill you so that you don't poison me. Please? We got poisoned. That is, in my opinion, the most tricky one here. I'm going to take care of these. We're already poisoned, so... Oh, I forgot about the hand monsters. That one and the pool to the top right will have monsters in it. You can get some fire and set these on fire, but we're a caster. We have plenty of casts. May as well just take them out this way. Kill this and this. And then we're going to work our way down this hall for a chest. And then we'll have our first loop coming up here pretty soon. Take that one down, and these guys shoot a bit above you as you're headed up, but if you stop and take care of them before you get to the chest, almost then they won't poison you when you open the chest. Get the Shodel and Great Magic Weapon. Oh, yeah. You're there. There we go. And we're going to be dropping down right there, so beneficial to take at least this handful right here and get rid of them. You can see from up there they're shooting over us now. When we head over to the other side, however, they can hit us over there. So going up and meeting Lucatiel will actually make that a lot easier for you. And if you look off here, it's kind of hard to see, but there is a platform. So we're just going to walk down here, run on up, and meet our good friend Lucatiel, and she will be available for a summon for this boss.
Still on the road, are you?
go ahead and exhaust the dialogue. She'll give you the Ring of Steel Protection +1.
My brother.
Okay, that's the end of her dialogue. We'll go ahead and take care of all of these that would have been a pain had we not taken this route first. Bear in mind, every time you're using your sword to break these, anytime you hear the clink from it hitting the wall, that is degrading your durability. I'm not too worried about it. I've got some repair powder, but just bear it in mind that it can be an issue for you. And I did forget about the other one of those. These guys can drop large Titanite, and they can also drop Titanite chunks. So with the Covenant of Champions on, if you can deal with the poison, it's a really, really good place to farm. This one you can just kind of stand back and take down. Just mind your casts and when he's going to move. There we go. And here we've got Lone Hunter Schmidt. We've also got another summon up ahead. The summon up ahead will use fire. So I would much rather get Lone Hunter Schmidt for right now. And we're going to continue clearing out all of these poison statues. And this other worm. What's up, Schmidt? Alright, so real quick, take care of this while the worm is doing its thing. I'll grab my scraps of life and a torch. And the large soul there. This guy's going to sit here and shoot arrows at it. We'll help him along, though. Be able to kill it a lot faster with teamwork. Fire does really good against these, so had I not changed to the fire longsword, we could definitely use that. Now, like I said, hold off on summoning Bashful Ray. Bashful Ray will use some fire. I'll show you why you don't want that in just a second. Because Bashful Ray will get crazy with it. There can be nobody around. You can see him shooting right there. What does that tell you? So the AI on him is very intelligent. But he'll get crazy with the pyromancy, Bashful Ray will, and light all of these. But he'll also throw pyromancies where there aren't actually enemies. And you'll see why that's a bad idea shortly. We're going to use him to take out this first invader. Big old beefy great shield character. Takes a lot to take him down. And he can poise right through your stuff. Let's go ahead and grab a heal. There we go. First invader down. You can get invaded by Forlorn, and there's at least 2 of those woodland that you can get invaded by here. Not 100% on if there's 3, but there might be. I'm just trying to find the hand monsters real quick. We'll let Schmidt kind of finish them off with the arrows there. I think there's one in there. Let's take care of these guys. Oh, okay. So this is why you don't want fire. Yeah, poisoned. That figures. So right here, you'll notice there's a pit, and there's also a chest in it. Take care of that. And I'm going to pop a couple of life gems to counteract the poison. You can stack these life gems. 2 actually starts gaining you health. And with 3, we ought to fill up regardless of the poison. But Bashful Ray will light this on fire, burn your chest. And if he burns your chest, you're not going to get the Divine Blessing, you're going to get rubbish. Okay, so got a few more of these hand monsters out here. We'll go ahead and get them to pop up. Right there, yeah. And maybe here? No. Okay. Now we are going to do some resting, but these won't come back with a rest. So we are going to go ahead and take them all down. Because after we rest, of course, we have a chance to be invaded again. So if we can get rid of all of the poison statues before we get invaded, that's fantastic. I know it's a bit excessive, but trust me, guys. Make your life easier. And there we go. We're all the way to the boss fog. We're not anywhere ready to go to the boss fog yet. We've got a couple of places to go. So we already went up the tunnel. Over here, we've got a bonfire room. Actually, real quick, let's take care of these. This is what they call a, quote, hidden bonfire, I guess. Just walk off to the right here. And we'll need to use the fragrant branch of yore. That's why the one at the beginning of Black Gulch is not what you would call a free fragrant branch of... Yo, dude, no. Okay. We better not take a hit then, I guess. Alright, we're good. Just blocking my path. We'll light this bonfire. That is Lucatil's summon sign. We'll deal with that shortly. And we're gonna go ahead and get rid of our happy helper. Make sure you do this before we go where we're headed. So thanks, Schmidt, but your services are no longer required. Down here you'll see there is another platform, and we're gonna drop on it. Just a heads up, we'll be coming back here later. Once we can open these doors. But you'll drop right here carefully. And then this way. Now we're gonna have a couple of giants in here, and they're big beefy boys. They do hit kind of hard. Well, we've got Dark Hail left, so that should do all right. If you bring a summon down here, instead of 2, there will be 3. And I'm hoping, him being close, it looks like we did not get the 3rd one. Because sometimes him being close will cause you to get the 3rd one. Oh, that was, yep. He was able to get me. That's all right. You've got a nice little hidey hole here. Go ahead and pop this open. Ring of Giants +1 and a petrified dragon bone. So we need 2 more to be able to immediately go to +3 once we get our boss weapon. And we will get what the soul we need to get our boss weapon while we're here via a Bonfire Ascetic. And it's looking like we're not going to have to use any herbs, which is fantastic. And there we go. Get the Forgotten Key and Soul of a Giant. Now, the bummer is the Forgotten Key is for the platform right above us. But before we go and take this elevator, we're going to roll around here. Pick up our silver talismans. And did I open that chest? I did. I had a brain fart there. Sorry about that. So it's very dark down here. I could use a flame butterfly, but we're headed right out, so prefer not to do that. All right, and here we are back at the top again. So that's why we clear out all of the statues. I will go ahead and drop down here and we'll get our first forgotten door. And Dark Diver again.
We meet young.
Okay, so we only need to meet him one more time, which is going to be in Drangleic Castle or Aldia's Keep. I'm not 100%. I can't quite remember, but we'll talk about it when we get there. Anyway, so all we have to do is meet him one more time, and then we have access to his spells as well as the different dungeons. Go ahead and take this elevator right back up again. And we're ready for the boss. So we're actually going to fight this boss twice. We've still got a Bonfire Ascetic. And we'll be picking up another one later for the Huntsman's Copse area. And what we'll probably do is proceed on to Harvest Valley and pick up the one that we can buy from our vendor. And redo the boss in Huntsman's Copse because we have a best in slot ring there. But we're here. The boss soul here will drop. The boss here will drop a soul that we can turn into Ornifex at Brightstone Cove Seldora to get our next main weapon. If you'll excuse me just a second, dog is begging to go outside. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So now that we've rested, all of the enemies are back, but the statues will remain gone. And that's what we want. We want Luca to be summoned, and then we want her to fight with a hand monster before we go in the door. The reason why is the Rotten does chunky damage, and Lucatiel is not a tank as much as she wants to be. So what we need to do is come over here, get this hand monster involved, get Luca to fight the hand monster, and run to the Rotten. And we could fight the enemy if we wanted to, but I would much rather get in here and get some damage on the Rotten before Luca gets in the room. Ooh. And if that means we take some shots, so be it. But we need him to really focus on us in the early part of the fight. And now he's turning to Luca, so we really need to crank the damage into him. And unfortunately, us being dark, it's just not easy. Got to get him down before he kills Luca. No, Luca, don't die. Don't die. I have a feeling this is not going to go our way. Which we do have another option to get Luca to kill a boss. But it's also a very difficult boss. Come on, Rotten. I need you to die. There we go. Lucatiel survived just by the hair of our chinny chin chin. Alright, so we get the soul of the Rotten. And we're gonna run and grab this item here. Our fire seed. No shame in using an Estus here to make sure you live. There we go. And then we've got our pathway. Ooh, one more. Right here. And this, we've got a bonfire coming up, and we've got this chest here. Grab a petrified something, some simpleton spice, and skeptic spice. That'll help us spice down some spells if we want to. And then we've got our primal bonfire. Because we killed another of the old ones, of course you get a primal bonfire, and we've got another of our DLC area spawns. Now, we still haven't killed 3 old ones, so we're not going to see Aldia yet. But actually, we'll just take the no, we'll run out because I believe if we run out, the bonfire ascetic, yeah, it will respawn the statues, unfortunately. But we are going to use a bonfire ascetic and kill this boss again. This boss drops a special soul in New Game Plus. And we will again bring Luca. Not worried about her surviving this time. She's already survived 3 boss fights. But we will use our bonfire ascetic. Don't worry, we're going to get another one very shortly that we can use for our next item we want to pick up, which is a best in slot ring from Huntsman's Copse. We'll summon Luca. Of course, all your items respawn, so if there's something that was here that you really want, go back and pick it up again. And I was wrong, actually. Good. Since we never actually left, none of the poison statues are back. So we're just going to run straight down here. And once again, try the same deal. Get some damage in. Ooh, I feel like I rolled that. You guys saw that. That looked like a roll. Let's go ahead and get a heal in. He's going to destroy Luca a lot faster in New Game Plus. It is what it is. Really, all we're after now is to kill him. So no worries if she dies. You can see we are doing piddly damage to this guy now. On New Game Plus, he hits a lot harder and he has a lot more health. But that's fine. All we have to do is get through the fight. Come on, Luca. Give it all you got. And I am gonna pop an Amber Herb because I feel like Dark Hail does quite a bit more damage to him. Well, maybe it's pretty on par actually with Dark Orb. And Luca is about dead, so I'm gonna pop a life gem. And we gotta do the dance. Go ahead and throw your temper tantrum. That's fine. Oh, I thought he was going to turn around and go the other way for a second. Roll out of that AoE. Ooh, missed the roll, get away. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Yep, that'll do it. I got stuck on a statue, guys, and that was the end. But as you can see, guys, no big deal, because in this case, the second time was the charm. So anyway, we have beat him on New Game Plus, and that gives us the old Dead One soul. Now that's what we're going to trade to get our next weapon. So we have sufficiently taken care of this entire leg. There are basically 4 main zones, and they each end in an old one. So this one's taken care of. We of course went ahead and got our, yes, there it is, Primal Bonfire, but we'll go back there and just teleport back to Majula real quick. In the next episode, we are going to pick up one of our best in slot rings, so make sure you come back and check that out. And for now, guys, I'll leave it as is. We'll level up at the beginning of the next video, but if you guys are enjoying the series, drop a like, don't forget to subscribe, and hit me up in the comments section down below. Till the next video, guys, thanks for watching.